Good evening and welcome to the Instant Rewards Back Office Live Training. Today is Saturday, the 24th of August, 2014. I am Ernest ODell, your host, and we are now live and recording. And I wanted to get into just real quick and cover some basic questions that some people had and get those out of the way. We had several other questions put to me earlier today, and by email, by phone, and and Facebook back office message, inbox message. I had talked to Erica Gamble earlier about placing a clickable text, and I sent her the code. One of the things that you can look for on some of these websites, if you do a Google search, let me just start sharing my screen, and I'll take it off of the splash, off of the introductory screen here, and go over here to my Google search bar. And sometimes, looking for the answer, we don't know what question to look for when it comes to working with HTML. But you see this code right here, IMG space SRC. That's shorthand in the HTML markup language, hypertext markup language, for image source. Okay. The image source attribute can be written in a couple of ways, like this, and the image tag can be made a little bit longer. It can be given some properties on height and width. The basic thing that you want to consider when using image source is when, let me close this out, is when you're writing an ad on Craigslist, if you want to make a clickable link, all right, you would take and let me go over here and grab the code that I sent to Erica earlier. Okay, copy this, and you want to make a link clickable. You would take your container here, all right, where it's in the left caret A space href. That's hypertext reference. This is the landing URL where it's going to go, and you would place your URL right in here, in between those quotation marks. Okay, so let's say I wanted to send this over to Instant Rewards network.com/DMS group. I want to make sure it goes to my site, my page. Okay, if you just send it to the top level domain, it'll go to the house account. Okay, and then you can either leave this off, the relative follow, do follow, no follow. Okay, this is basically for the bots and the spiders on the search engines. Then you would place your clickable text in here. You could say something like click here, and that would show up as a clickable link. They wouldn't see this right here. So let's go into my Craigslist account, and I'll just show you real quick. Okay. Show you one of my ads. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yes, this one right here. Okay. If you notice right here, I've got all text. Here's the title, and the body copy is right here. And then it says for more information or to schedule an interview, blah, blah, blah. Get down here, it says call Mr. O'Dell at my phone number, or click here to apply. And I've got this going over to a top-level domain redirect, which redirects over to my Instant Rewards network. If you notice down here in the lower left-hand side, there's a pop-up, okay? And it will show, if you put your mouse, if you put your cursor over that, it'll show over on the lower left-hand side of the toolbar what the URL is going to go to. Okay, so that's embedded. So let's go and open this up and look at it and see how the code's actually written. Let me go in here and say select all, copy, and I'll just kind of run through it real quick, line for line, and show you what it looks like, okay, and why you are seeing it. Let's go back here, cancel this, and here's the actual live ad, okay, right here. Now, let's get back over here, and what we're looking at is this right here. We are seeking stay-at-home moms and dads, blah, blah, blah. That's your first sentence, okay? This right here, the left caret, BR right caret, is simple line break. It's just a simple line break. And I would use two of these, okay, to put a space in between the sentences. So that would create a paragraph. There's other ways that you can create paragraphs, but Craigslist only understands a few. They've only allowed a few basic HTML tags. So you would have to learn those, and they do have help. Okay. Give this a best of while I'm here. Then your next sentence, and then down here, what we're looking at, let me kind of bump this up just a little bit so it makes it just a little bit easier to read over there on your side. Right here is for more information or to schedule an interview. You see that up here. And this is all plugged in from the Craigslist when you set up the ad. Right here is your Ahref, and you see right here the HTTP:/, and I've got it going over to customerservicejobsintexas.com, and that's what is lit up right here. This is live, okay, and it's got the no follow tag. Craigslist puts that in automatically. It inserts it automatically. And it just says click here to apply. I could take this and shorten it down. If I wanted to come back and edit this and say click here to apply, and let's say take all that out, all right, and just say click here to apply. And say continue, done with images. We're not putting any images in there. And now what we've done is we've shortened it down to, or click here to apply, okay? And then we'll just go ahead and publish this since I'm going ahead and do the edit. And of course now we look at the live ad again. So there it is. That takes care of that question. And I'm going to go on to the next question, which was Charles Vaughn. He had a question about pinging and, you know, using the URL, you know, to match the tags. So he wasn't real certain what I meant, okay. On the ping sites, I just recently updated the classified ad sites directory today, okay, and it has this big city advertising, this particular site right here. It's you can post your ad to over 400 sites across the U.S. and worldwide. If you're running some international campaign products or something like that, you can post. The only thing I don't like about this site here is if you go up here to select all, okay, if you want to select all of these sites, it'll check them all for you. But let's say you want to do just the U.S. only, and you don't want to do the other countries. Every time you go to uncheck one of those countries, it opens up its page. That's the only thing. I find that a little annoying. Okay, so for the sake of it, you know, if you wanted to, we can advertise in the UK and Canada, but you know, this site here, it is a paid site, but it runs your ad for the whole year. Okay, so and this is, you know, a really great way to get some cheap advertising, to run it U.S. and almost worldwide for $40. It pays $19.95 for the first site, and then 5 cents for each additional site. If you select all of them, then it's $39.90, and you can pay for them with either your credit card or with, I think they accept PayPal, if I'm not mistaken. So here you would just do like you do on any other ad site. Select the category, look for employment. You might put it employment advertising and marketing jobs. You might put it in employment full-time internet jobs. You might say employment sales. You know, choose categories and then put your title in. This will allow a very large description, so you can put in a lot of content, up to 5,000 characters. If you're not selling anything, just leave that at 0 and don't worry about filling in the contents. Make sure you put your landing page URL in there, and you use the complete HTTP when you put in your instant rewards, instantrewardsnetwork.com / and then your ID. These, I don't think you have to fill out the address and phone number, okay? You know, if you don't have a username, you want to register and set up a username. If you're not if you're not registered on this site yet, it's real easy to set up and register. Just come up here to the top, and they even offer an affiliate program. So, you know, if your advertisement is USA related, you know, just do that. Click there. Once you plug your ad in, I think you can register on the fly. So that's enough for the big city advertising. But this gets it plugged in. It plugs it in, gets it aggregated and indexed, as do many of these sites here. Okay. Over here on the more classified ad sites, we've got another list in double columns. this is one of the things that I pointed out in another webinar, to use these sites as a starting point. Now, your high traffic networks, I just added a section in here today. These are not free advertising, okay? I will not do tutorials on these because there's so many of them. There's probably about 20 of the top 20 or 25 here, okay? These are some of the companies that I use to run my campaigns. They take anywhere from maybe $100 to $300 deposit. You can put a daily cap of $10 or $20 or $100 a day on your ad campaigns. Some of the networks require more. They might require 1,000 to 50,000. Some of these networks, really big networks, you might even have to plop down $50,000 to $100,000. Okay. Now, max bounty, I think it's if you go in and sign up as an advertiser, I think you can put down a deposit of something like $300 to $500, and each one of them is different. They're all kind of geared different towards cost per action marketing. And that's what we do in this industry with the freebies. It's CPA. It's cost per action. You only pay for an action. So when somebody, sees your ad, it gets plugged into the search engines. And these companies here, these are the ones that are handling a lot of those feeds into Google. So if you go into Google and say cost per action sites, cost per action marketing, this right here, your first three up here, okay, is they're paid ads. They are being plugged in by a lot of these networks here, okay. These ads over here on the right hand side will either be plugged in by the networks or by AdSense, okay. The cost per action marketing, or what they sometimes refer to as performance marketing, these are paid networks, and this, I'm telling you, this is the best traffic you can get, all right, is paid traffic, because you're not having to wait 6 to 12 weeks for your ads and your blogs and your sites to get indexed into the search engines. You're not waiting weeks and months for them to get aggregated into the big job boards and in the listings. Once you get your ad campaign paid for and up and running and set up, you can literally be in there within 48 to 72 hours. Most, if not all, of these sites will assign you an account manager. They will work with you, okay? ClickSure and ClickSore, or ClickSore, not ClickSure. ClickSore is probably one of my favorites still. Max Bounty is good. I use them on a lot of cost per action. So let me shut that down. They also handle a lot of different type of affiliate marketers, but this is where your big boys and the big dogs are getting all their traffic. When they start showing you those big numbers, I'm telling you guys, they're not getting it on raw search, and they're not waiting for 6 and 12 weeks for their site to get aggregated and indexed into the search engine. They've got some money in their pocket, and they go in there and they set up, as an advertiser, and they go in there and, they've got an account, open up a premium account. It's like here, the minimum deposit for a ClickSore is $1,000. Okay, This is serious advertising, okay? But if you've got an account capped out, let's say $10 a day, well, do the math. How many days can you run that? All right, so let's just say $1,000, and you divide that by $10 a day. You can run it for 100 days. That's a little over 3 months. If you don't run it on weekends, let's say you only run it on Monday through Friday. Okay, so that's probably going to give you a little bit better than 4 months worth of advertising. 4 months worth of advertising paid. It's laser targeted. It's not just a broad scope advertising. This is not shotgun advertising. You can narrow this down to demographics, age groups. You can narrow it down to country and geographic centers. When you get into the back of these sites, okay, you can narrow down. Now, here's some really covert stuff when you get into the paid traffic. And I don't have any affiliates with these sites. These are just some of the sites that I use. Now, a lot of the guys that I work with, you know, in the big internet marketers, they're going to say, Ernest, why are you putting this stuff out on the street? Well, Vic Strazalis already did it, so you know, I might as well do it too. You know, we're putting our secrets out on the street, and you know, there for a while, some of my friends in the internet marketing industry wouldn't even talk to me for several months because I was putting this out. Well, now I'm doing it again, you know, so it's kind of like I'm rubbing salt in the wound. But this stuff here, these are big networks. I'll just show you a couple here, like Diablo Media, the affiliate network for cost per action marketing. They tell you straight out, you know, in our world, people fall into two groups, into one of two groups: people you want to talk to and people you don't. What's more, you shouldn't waste time or money on the latter. That's pretty much our business model in a nutshell. So how can that help you? Read on. Now, you can learn about their services on each one. You can go look at some of these others, like AdPerio is a good one. Blue Tracker Media. These are big networks, and these are the guys that are putting, you know, the big ads over on Google. You're seeing these ads over on Google when you do a Google search. So let's say we were doing a Google search for let's go my free website builder, okay? And anything associated with, you know, free or free website builders, it would show, you know, like the top 3 ads. Top 3 listings are paid. They're in a little shaded block here. And then you got ads over here. Most of these are AdSense. So if you wonder why these ads are here, click on that. And these ads are based on the content of my search terms. Okay. So let's say I wanted to search Ernest ODell, and you know, there's a few people in there that's not me. There's a few dead guys in there. Now, right there at the top, it's showing 2.6 million results, but like I said, not all of them are me. This is my Facebook link. This is my LinkedIn, and of course the top 3 ads. The top 3 links, there's no ads up here because I'm not running ads about me. Here's some down here. It's got some links to some of the YouTube videos that I've done. Down here, it might have a deal like, okay, you can search for Ernest ODell. We found him. Oh, my goodness. Intellius. They found me. Anybody who wanted to find me, they could on Google. If you use the apostrophe in my name, it'll bring up a different set of results. There's my picture over on LinkedIn, and here's a logo that I'm using on one of my ads over on Facebook. This is not me. That's Lonnie Mae ODell, and then of course there's some guy named Ernest ODell. Tombstone, and here's an ad that I ran over on Amazon. This is a book that I'm selling on Amazon, 1 million hits per month. It's a little Kindle edition. If you was to click on that, you can go over to visit the page. It's a little Kindle download that I've been selling for, gosh, I don't know how long it's been there. If you got Kindle, you can download it. It's a little PDF Kindle edition that I've had up there for 5-6 years. I probably make about $6 a copy every time this thing is sold and downloaded. So it's a little bit of icing on the cake, when somebody is looking for 1 million hits per month, but they'd have to be actually searching on those terms. Okay, so if they said 1 million, if they says how to attract enough visitors to your website to earn a living, 1 million page views per month. It doesn't pull up that book on Amazon, so you got to be real specific about your searches. And this is where when you get into these big networks, they will help you set up with your keywords. They will help you with your keyword research. When you get to that point, you can make a lot of money here. Okay. This is how you would stand out head and shoulders above your competition, but you got to start somewhere. Everybody has to start, like babies and crawl. Use the top 25 over here at the classified ad sites. We'll copy that and we'll plug it into the chat window here real quick, so you can go over there and look at that. If you want to do a review on that book, I guess you could look it up over on Amazon. I don't know if there's any reviews on it or not. I probably need to update it. I might even have to go in there into my back office at Amazon and take it off the market and update it, because internet marketing has changed a lot in the past 8 years. It's gone mobile just in the past 1.5 to 2 years, if not 3 years. So it's probably got a lot of old information and out-of-date information in it. The book itself and its basic strategies and methods is still applicable to getting traffic over the internet as long as you're working from, let's say, your home computer. But I would say it's not up to date to technology. And this is the thing about writing books, PDFs and electronic books in any market for the internet, is you're going to constantly be updating it to keep it in line with the trends. Over the past 1.5 to 2 years, we've had so many changes with the Google's algorithm updates with Panda and what was the other updates, the algorithms updates. So Panda and Penguin. Okay. Yeah. There's no reviews on that book. It's not that big of a book. It's an electronic book. It's like PDF. I really didn't design it for mobile. It is a Kindle. It's more on methodology and strategies. It doesn't have a lot of links in it. So it's probably not worth reviewing. If it was paper, I could probably use it for kindling to light my fireplace. So let's get back over here, and I want to show some of these off. I've showed these before, the pinging services. This is like my top 10, okay? The top 10 pinging services. So let's bring up my instant rewards network site, okay? And I want to see what the title is. Come in here and do a Control U. Join the Instant Rewards Network. Okay. And let's go back over here and say right click on Ping My Blog and bring it up. And if you're running a blog that actually has an XML RSS feed on it, then you want to put the feed in here, and it would be, dot XML, or it would be dot feed, or dot atom, whatever the feed is on your blog, you would place that in there, but you don't need to put it in there if it's not in there. So the blog name here is Instant Rewards Network, and the blog URL, we would say copy the URL, come back over here, paste it in here, and we want to check all of these. We want it to go out to all of them. And these are just pinging services. And what they're going to do is, if I was running a blog, okay, they would send pingbacks and linkbacks to these blogging directories. They go to Yahoo, FeedBurner, Holy Cow, Bblog, Technorati is another blogging directory. They got a site over in Japan, Bakenu. There's BLO.gs. There's Yahoo, Feedster, and a lot of this, in BitChorus. BitChorus is a big blog directory. Most of these are duplicated or replicated. They will have many of the same blogging directories, okay? So we would say ping my blog, and then it would start pinging, and it would say try again later. If it doesn't make a successful ping, and it'll just keep feeding. It'll just keep pinging until it's successful, okay? And you'll see it get down to the end, and it'll tell you on the ones that are not successful. Now you only need to do it once, Crystal. Once you ping a blog, let's say you put a new blog post up. If you're running a WordPress site hosted on your own domain, and you put a new blog post up, you could ping that in there. To give you an example, I've got a blog post that I put up today over here on the classified ad site. I do have a blog plugin, and I wrote a blog today. What are the benefits of PPC and paid advertising? So I would click on that link and bring it up, okay? And it only has a couple of hyperlinked ads in here back to the root directory of this site. It is open for comments. So, I'll send you the link on that if y'all want to take a look at it. But, yeah, you can, let's take this, all right, copy, and let's open it up and see if there's an XML feed, okay? I don't think there is. All I see is the plugin. Okay. All right. And we would take this and, okay, now this is done. All right. We're done on this one. So let's go back over to our pinging services and let's do go over to Ping Goat. Okay. And the blog name is we get over to the blog name. What are the benefits of PPC and paid advertising? I'm going to go ahead and plug in the URL and come back over here and grab my title, copy, come back over here and paste, take the question mark out. That might cause problems. And I'm going to say check all. Okay, now it's ready to ping. And you'll see here, okay, this blog, it's a different blog, different URL. You only really need to ping it once. If you ping it on multiple sites, I haven't had any problems, you know, getting it pinged through multiple sites. These are just some that I use. This one here, Total Ping, is probably one of the best ones that I use, and it's probably the only one you really need to use. Blog Buzzer is a limit of 5 blogs, blog pings per day, per 24 hours. You really don't need to ping it more than once. So if we hit this, it's ready to go. Then I say go Ping Goat, click it, and we see the little circle up here going in reverse order. It's thinking, it's pinging. It'll either ping or it'll crash. Okay. So we'll leave that there for right now. Close this. Come back over here. Use some of your pinging services when you've got to throw some good pings in there on your blog. If you click on the link, it's just going to go off page and take you straight over to it. I tried to set this up with a blank tag on it, but it's not working for some reason. So I just right click and open it up in a new tab. If your swipe copy is put into an HTML format, one failed, everything in green, completed. Okay, so that's good. For instance, let's get back over here and look at some of the other sites that I've got put up. Bring this back down. I want to open up a file. And I want to go to, here's something I want to show you guys today, but for right now, let me just grab one of these links. This is a temporary site that I put up. I'm working on. Once I get this finished, this is content management. It's a CMS site that I put together with my site buddy. This you could take, and once the site is finished, every time you update the content, then you can reping it. I would say once you have a site put up, and let's say you've got a plugin and a page for a blog, you know, our blog, I can put a blog plugin with this system. We're going to be I work with the program owner on this, and this is something that you can use, and this is something that I wanted to show the programmer types tonight. But for right now, you could take that and ping it more than once, as long as you have updated content. Okay, so let's see what the other questions were. Charles, he wanted to know about the headline title agreeing with the URL regarding pinging classified ads. I will tell you right now, you do not want to ping Craigslist ads. I don't care what the title and URL is. If you ping Craigslist ads and those pinging services start sending backlinks and pings back to your Craigslist ad, it'll get flagged faster than a coyote on Viagra. All right, so just get that out of your head. If you're doing a blog post, just make sure that your URL, just like I showed you, you can take this right here, the URL, copy it, go over to Total Ping, blog name, Instant Rewards Network, and plug it in. There it is. And then put it in. You can do websites. You can do articles if you've got an article up on ezinearticles.com, one of the biggest article directories in the world. There's several. Just maybe the question wasn't phrased to me correctly, but I'm not going to expend a lot of time going over questions because I do have an agenda tonight. Swipe copy. If you've got swipe copy provided from one of your affiliate programs like over at ClickBank, swipe copy is something that you would put into your autoresponders. Now let me give you an example of that. Okay, get down here and open up our edit autoresponses, and you see I've got it going out to 16 days. If I wanted to add another day on this, you can add another day, and let's say on day 17, let's say I've got some ad copy provided from a swipe file. You don't want to use anything to cross-promote. You want to keep this simple or you'll get kicked out of the system. Put in your title up here. Come down here and put in your content. And then if you've got something that pertains to what you're marketing here with instant rewards and the freebies, you might have, you might put in your own soft sell solo ad, okay? And the reason why I call that a soft sell solo ad, it might have the link in there. It'll have some sales copy. You can put that in there. Paid ads on the weekends. It depends which networks you're using, your geo-targets. You've got to figure certain holidays in certain countries. Some people are not going to be looking. I don't advertise during the Thanksgiving and the Christmas and New Year's holiday. I put everything on pause. Why? Well, because a lot of people are just not going to be looking at the internet. They might be carrying around their mobile. I'll leave my mobile ads running, okay? But with this simple system here in the back office, there's really no way that you can segment and control that. So don't put anything spammy or hard sell in your messages, but you can monetize your autoresponder messages. So let's go back and look at, I'm not going to save that. Let's go in here and take a look at this right here. It says, hi, John, there's plenty of ways an industrious individual can make money. It leads in and talks to them about, you know, the business and getting back with me. There's no links in here. They're already signed up in the autoresponder. They're already in my lead group, so I don't need to send them back over to the lead capture page. But down here, it's got a little upsell product that they can sign up for, and I've got a graphic in there showing a guy that's, you know, having a miserable day about his finances, and send them over to the Amazon Profit Sniper. They click on that. It opens up in a new tab, starts off with a video, and this is direct impulse marketing. When you come to a site like this, there's nothing else to do here. There's nothing for you to do except just sit there and watch this video. And then about maybe 5, 10, 12 minutes into the video, it'll come up with some more content down here with maybe a purchase or a buy now button or something like that, okay? But it'll start playing the video, and it'll tell you, you know, what you need to do. And if you go off page and you try to close it without, you know, waiting for the video to play, you can either tell it to stay on page or leave page, okay? So you can monetize your autoresponder messages with something that is helpful to make your leads some money. This is just a little tool. So when if they're into WordPress, it's a WordPress template set for the Amazon Profit Sniper, and this is something that they could use and get plugged in. If they're the programmer type, they don't need to be. You can pretty much plug it in with the PDF instruction manuals, or you can call up your tech support at GoDaddy and see if you could pay somebody over there, or 1-in-1 or HostGator, and, you know, help you load it up. HostGator has some good hosting plans where you could put some WordPress templates up. Now, this little site right here is something I put together with my site buddy, okay? And I'll send you the link, because if you're a programmer type, let me tell you what you can do. You can make some extra money with this, and it's not going to take away from your instant rewards business. But what you can do, okay, with this is, if you're the programmer type, you can build sites for the offline business. Let's say you got some mom and pop shops in town, and they don't have a website, or even if they do have a website and they want something better. WordPress sites are good. This is built around the WordPress CMS model, okay? And the link that I just sent you it serves a dual purpose. What you can do is, when you get logged in to your account over here at My Site Buddy, you see I've got 4 sites here. So I can open this up, and I'm doing a sample site for the Real Estate Pro. Come back over here, and I'm doing another sample site for the high traffic advertising sites. I will be putting content in there. Right now you're looking at all this lorem ipsum dolor sit amit, the consequator Latin filler that you typically see on these templates, okay? So, and Parita, guess what? I've got your pizza and your pasta shop up here. Parita and I were talking earlier today, and I threw this together to show her how this could be used. I got a guy over in India, Jebaraj Samuel. He signed up. Now here's how it works. It pays you a commission if, let's say, you sign someone up under you. Okay. I'm going to go back to right here. This is my link. When you sign up on that link, here's Parita, and here's Jebaraj from India. He signed up today. If they build a site, it's going to cost $49. So let's say I went over to the Real Estate Pro, and I plugged in all my tags, plugged in my Google Analytics code, all my meta tags and keywords, and I go continue or skip. Go to the load editor. I've got the site finished. It's ready to load. I can say save, all right, and it's saved. And then I go to publish, and it's going to give me the option to pay for it through PayPal. You click the PayPal pay link, and you can pay for it either with your PayPal account or with your credit card. Well, let's say you don't have any money to start this person's website. Okay, you do a bid. You talk to your customer and say, I can build you a little simple one-page site. Let's say you only had a one-page site that you wanted to build for your customer. You can quote him $250 or $500, which is the going rate. If he wanted a 4 or 5 page site, you could charge $250 to $500 per page. So you could effectively take a site like this, okay, the Real Estate Pro, and you could easily quote them $2,000. Now, if they hedge and blink, then this is where your skills as a salesman, salesperson, or a negotiator would come in, okay? But let's say you wanted to build a site for yourself. The person that referred you, when you make that payment, would get a little $15 commission. The money you can make with providing the service of programming for the offline market, this is where your money is going to be made. Could you effectively build a site for yourself? Yeah. You could change this up from high traffic advertising sites. You could build a lead-in page of your own, like Charles did. Charles has got a nice little site where has got a lead-in. I've got a couple of lead-in pages. They're like pre-sales. It pre-sells them on the idea of doing freebies. Okay, so you could build a site around that. So these are just sample sites. What you take 50% down. If you've got a PayPal account, guess what, folks? You can go over to PayPal, okay, and you can send your customer an invoice. So let's say I go into my account. Got a real long password. 16, 20 characters. Let's say you got a PayPal account. You're getting payments from Instant Rewards, right? Let's go into my PayPal. Okay, and let's say Merchant Services. Click on Merchant Services, and I want to send an invoice. All right. So you want to invoice your customer. You go through here and you put in your business information. You can click that and put in a logo. You can add a logo or leave it blank. Put in the invoice number, the invoice date, due upon receipt, or put it on a date specified, or you can say net 10. Okay. The recipient's email address. You would put the item name, so you would choose an item name and a description. You know, your website with Ernest ODell's Programming or SEO Web Design Texas. Terms and conditions. Here's where you would say terms and conditions. If there's no tax on it, if you want to apply a discount, you can, you know, shipping and handling, no tax. Other, specify. You would start off with quoting the whole price. If they send you half of it, tell them, you know, 50% down, and then the balance due upon completion. If they don't pay you on the completion, there's a way that you can get back in there and you can, you know, basically unplug their site so they can't use it, and that would behoove them to get you paid according to the invoice. So there's a way that you can make a little extra money on the side. So you would have your money up front, okay, when you get to this point. After you've talked to them and you I've taken all my money out of PayPal. I don't leave very much money in my PayPal account. But what I wanted to make clear to you is, you know, if somebody says, well, I don't have $49 to, you know, to launch that site that I just created over at my site buddy. If you're the programming type and you've already got 50% down, let's say of a $2,000 site, you got $1,000, okay, and you invoice them through PayPal, you're going to have $1,000, all right, minus the service charges at PayPal. So then you could just pay for it with your balance in PayPal, you know, and the rest of it's yours. And then you get their site loaded up, get it built. If you're good at this, you can put a site together. This and this and this. I think I did this one on the phone with Parita in like 5 or 10 minutes. These, I just threw the sample sites together in like 5 minutes. Now, actually going in there and, you know, changing the content like this, where I've got, you know, actually content, and I'm going to be putting a form in here, which will redirect them, or I can have them sign up directly from here. I can change it around. I can actually have people sign up from this site. We'll do that in the Guerrilla Internet Marketing Institute and over at the Academy. We show people how to do it, but, you know, for time's purposes, we've already been on this call for an hour, so, you know, I probably will run for another hour showing some of the things that you can use to make yourself stand out. All right, so let's say you wanted to go and create a site for yourself, okay, and we'll say, we'll call it make money with instant rewards, CPA offers. All right. And let's say business and consulting, drop this, select category, and look at lifestyle. Let's say personal. Let's look at some of the personal templates. Okay. Doesn't look like it fits. Real estate, travel, and tourism, not really. There's one there. Let's look at select all. Total design. Let's just work with total design for right now, okay? And let's say continue. Put the title in there. Description. I'm just going to do this real quick. I always go back and, tweak my keywords and description. So let's go ahead and say continue. Now, here's where you would make your edits. So we could create a site. So here, this is overrun because the default template has larger type size. So I would come in here, click this edit right here, bring up my edit panel, and I would take this content out because I don't need it twice. Okay, highlight this, and let's size it down to 24. Let's see what it looked like. So on 26, 28. Okay, so it skews and flows. Now it's wrapping. Now we get it back down to 26. That looks fine. Click update. And now it's looking like this, but once you preview it, okay, let's save it, all right? And site details saved. Let's go back over to the Site Buddy logo. Click on that. That'll bring you back over to your dashboard. And now we've got make money with instant rewards CPA offers, and do a preview. It brings it up in another tab. So what I can do from now, we can go back to building a little customized page. You can change these icons. You can change the graphics. You can put in some of your screenshots of some of your deal. I mean, you don't need to reinvent the wheel with instant rewards, all right? Some people do. You really don't need to. If you go back over here in your instant rewards website, you've got 16 lead capture pages, okay? I started using this one because I'm targeting the work-at-home moms. So let's go in there and log in and just show you real quick. You really don't need to reinvent the wheel with this unless you just want to, have a little extra CMS content out there on the web where you can perhaps get some traffic and rank. So if I put this site together and I could put in a little about us, about me, I could say, hi, my name is Ernest ODell, blah, blah, blah. I could put in a gallery of, some of my photos. I could take some of my co-workers' comments and testimonials and place them in there or whatever. I can take those out too. I can say contact me or contact us. I can put my contact information over here, put their lead capture form, have it sent to my email, or I could build a form over here with the Instant Rewards form editor, okay? Like I said, it's not necessary to rebuild or reinvent the wheel. If you're using the Instant Rewards lead capture pages, they have the new videos on them. You know, why would you want to go back, okay, and do that? The only reason I'm showing you this is that if you're a programmer type and you want to use this to pick up some extra business in your local area, local marketing, then this is a great tool, because you can create a website in 1 or 2 days and get paid. I got a friend of mine down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida right now that's doing 1 or 2 sites a day. They'll be anywhere from 1 to 4 or 5 pages. The guy is making anywhere from $500 to $5,000 a day, sometimes more, sometimes $10,000, and he'll go and putter around over at Starbucks, and he's got like 7 Starbucks that he works out of, and he works over at his home. He'll go and drink his frappuccinos and his lattes and his espresso and sit there like some kind of coffee shop millionaire. But you know, it's easy work, it's extra money, it pays the mortgage. He works 2 or 3, 4 days out of the week. He's not making $100,000 a month at it, but you know, if he's making $5,000 or $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month, yeah, he's doing good, and he's using this. Okay, he gets 50% down payment. He advertises on Craigslist. If I go over here on Craigslist, I've got an ad up. I'll show you. It's real simple. I put it in the services, in the creative, okay, right up here at the top. We build high-traffic CMS sites for your business, all right? I can go back in there and add another thumbnail or another pic. All I did was I took a screenshot of this ad. And Charles, yes, I even built a canned response for this, all right? So it does work, and we'll get into those later. But I just basically tell them, you know, if your company has been in dire need of a beautiful, clean, and functional CMS high-traffic website, then we would like to give you a free quote. These sites rank high in search engine results. We do all the work to get your new site indexed and aggregated into the search engine rankings. Call the office of Ernest ODell, blah, 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 okay? And then I've got my contact info. Or I tell them to, you know, reply. I think, yeah, it says, for links to some of our sample sites, please, you know, reply to this ad, and I'll gladly send you the links to some of our work. Well, you know, they're already looking at some of the sample sites right here, okay? So if they actually want to look at the live links, all I'll do is come down here and I'll grab these links, I'll copy them, and if they send me a reply through the default system, then you know it'll fire up their email client, or they can go through their web-based email. Boy, this thing is slow. Jeez, gosh, no wonder my webinars take 2 frickin' hours. Anyway, they say, you know, they send me the request for links, and I would press, you know, I would just copy and paste the links, come back up here, go to the end, go to the end of the link, hit carriage return, make sure that they go live. All right. I don't use Adobe. I use several other web creation, but the nice thing about this, my site, but is everything's online. You know, if you create something like this, you don't need to use InView. You don't need to use Front Page, Dreamweaver, Adobe, or anything else. Photoshop. You can plug in Flash. You can plug in a lot of things, okay? The customer gives me the text, okay? Charles asked if, you know, do I create the text? I get the specs and requirements from the customer. So, you know, with whatever they want, and, you know, if they like it, I plug it in for them. I know how to lay it out. If they say, no, I'd like to see you move this around, move this around, move this around. Okay, you know, they're paying for it. They've already sent me half down. Just, you know, do it. Because once it gets finished and it's published and you upload it, then here's where you make your money. Let me show you, okay? Let's go into this one, okay? Let's say we're going to edit this. I've gotten beyond customize appearance. Let me shut this down here. It's hogging up my bandwidth, and I hate that. God, I hate it. Okay. Close this. Close this. Leave my site buddy. Let's close this for right now. And let's close this, because Facebook runs on active server page. It's a bandwidth hog. I don't want my, let's go back over to home. We've got it open for edit. Continue. I could call Robert up and say, hey, can you go ahead and mark these as paid and make them live? But once you get to the point of doing that, you get to the publish part, okay, and you get ready to publish. Once you pay for it, okay, you can get it in two forms. You can get all the files, do a direct upload FTP to your customer's website. All you need to get from your customer is the login and password, or you can download it as a zip file and send it to their webmaster and then let them install them. So, you know, you can also download the zip file once you pay for that. And I would download both. I'd download the zip file whether I upload it direct FTP or not. And I save it in a folder for the customer and any updates. So if we need to roll back, let's say I need to roll back to an older version, then all I need to do is just go in there and overwrite the old files or the new files with the old files. If they wanted to take something out or go back to the old version, I can take it and date the zip file. And I can make notes to myself in a spreadsheet or whatever that I rolled it back. So there's all kinds of rollback functions you can do manually. So, you know, if you update the site it's already paid for, you don't have to pay for it again. You've already paid for the site. Just go in there and do the site, do it over, roll it up, okay? Christopher asked, now when you are building these websites, will it help to make money, or do I still want to use the instant rewards preload sites? Like I told Charles, you don't, you know, I put this up as an example. You really don't want to reinvent the wheel, Christopher. Uh, Instant Rewards has put together a fantastic set of lead capture pages. They work. They've done all the work for you, okay? This is why they've gone to put these capture pages together. You've got something like 16 or 17 of them here. Yeah, you got 16, 17. Now, in Instant Money Network, you've only got 3 pages. I don't know if they're ever going to build it out, okay? But with Instant Rewards, don't reinvent the wheel, okay? Choose one of these. They've got new videos. They've got new lead capture pages. The videos are plugged into the capture pages and some of the older capture pages. They work better. They're high conversions. If you go over here and you look at your stats, okay, I can look at some of the stats here. In the month of July, I had, and I just started doing this like a month or 2 ago with Instant Rewards Network. I've been in some other networks for almost 2 years, and I was doing Instant Rewards through another network. So I'm new to this particular network, but we're using the same system. If I look at my campaign stats, okay, I can see today I had 2 opt-ins because I haven't done any advertising today. I've been doing development work. The past 30 days, I've had 509 total visits. Unique visitors, 164. Opt-ins, I had 16, 9.8% ratio. My total is 1,425 visits. They came back and they visited the site more than once. Unique, 378. Visitors hop. I've got 1, 7, and 25. Okay, this is a little campaign that I'm running. I'm running a visitors hop off of a different network, so I know where some of my tracking has come from. They didn't sign up, so it's 0 ratio completion. Look at the page stats. You can see which ones are converting the best. You can look at the last 30 days and the total here. You can see, okay, this one right here, Splash 13. If I open that up, this is, you know, one of the sites that's got the old Larry Beecham video in there. I could still use it if I wanted to. If I wanted to look at this one, this is Splash 16. I can open that up, and this has got the new video plugged in. So you can check, you know, right here. But what I'm trying to get across is, if you're in the off-site market, you know, yeah, you could build a page for yourself if you wanted to over here, but you don't really need to, okay? I use this as an example, all right? You can't see me here because I don't have my camera turned on, so I'm sitting here waving my hands around. You know, you really don't need to reinvent the wheel. Stick with the LCPS system. The only reason I showed you this is because, you know, if you guys are programmer types, you want to make a little extra money off the side, yeah, you can. You know, the My Site Buddy, developing websites for the mom and pop shop down the street, you know, that's just gravy money. That's beer and pizza money. You know, that's just extra mad money that you can make for yourself. If you're making plenty money with Instant Rewards Network, then you don't need this. You know, this is just something I thought I would show you guys. Okay. Now, as I said before, getting over your competition, and I'm not talking about your other Instant Rewards coworkers. I'm talking about freebie operators out there. You know, these guys that spend their day in their mama's basement all day long, cruising Craigslist and flagging your ads because they don't have anything better to do with their time. Let me get over here into jobs, accounting and finance. Here, first two right there at the top. I just renewed them today. Stay-at-home moms, look here. You know, here's one that belongs to somebody else. If, you know, I got this right here. Click here to apply at customer service jobs in Texas. Customer service jobs in Texas is a redirect over to my instant rewards site, okay? It's one of my TLDs. I put a little pic in there. Could I make that clickable? Yeah. If you put a clickable ad in Craigslist, and I've been over this over and over so many times, do not use instantrewardnetwork.com, instantmoneynetwork.com. They are flagged. They are spidered into the Craigslist robot system. As soon as you put it up, it'll get slapped down faster than a jackrabbit on Viagra. Okay? So don't do it. Get a TLD over at GoDaddy or 1&1 or HostGator or Hosting Nation or your favorite domain registrar and point it over to your website. So I've got mine on a simple redirect. Okay, if you iframe it, you know, depending on how you set up your iframe, it might work, it might not. I don't know. I just send it over as a simple redirect. Okay. Now, some of the questions. I had some other questions. Main reason you created your web page was to target a specific audience. Charles, that is an excellent idea, and you can do that. But you know what? If you don't have, you know, your specific audience being targeted with one of these, then yeah, you could go over and create a special site like I did to target a specific audience. But like I said, for beginners, most beginners in this business, they're not programmers. They're not going to be programmer types. They're not going to be internet marketer types. There's very few people on this call right now that probably have been in the internet marketing industry for 10, 15 years. Most of them are new to the internet. Most of them are new to internet marketing. Some of them have never even heard of ClickBank, JVZoo, and some of them haven't even heard of Craigslist, okay? Some people in this industry have been looking for work. They're looking for jobs. You might target those keywords, you know, people looking for jobs. That's the big thing, okay? Find your niche. Namecheap.com is another good place to get a domain. Thank you, Rana. The term work at home on Craigslist will get you slapped. Okay, so this is why when I went over here, I used stay ampersand home moms. And I'm getting calls on this. I get calls and I get direct applications. If I go back into, oh, I'm already here. I don't need to log in again. Ariel Garcia, 807. This is actually 806. I don't know. It might be 807. But I get, here's 325. I think that one came in through Lubbock. Kathy Holland, there's 818. Dan Brown, here's an 806. That's a Lubbock number. Okay, they came through the lead capture page, my main campaign. All right, so I know this page right here is working. It's it's working very well. I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I put this up here as an example. So like Charles, if you want to target a specific market and use that as a lead in, okay. It's like I did here, okay. I'll go over here. I got a link to U.S. Home Workforce. It opens up over on a separate tab. And I got a link to Instant Rewards Network. Okay. Opens up in a new tab. Featured services. I'm not launching this site. I just put it up as an example. I did put some functionality into it, and I changed some of the text. Would I use this for like regional? Yeah, I could. I could just plug this into the Lubbock market, and I could market it just in the Lubbock, Texas region. If I wanted to target a specific demographics. Has anyone ever asked me to market their site that I created? Yes. And here's one of the services, all right, and I'll show you here, SEO Web Design Texas. This is where I offer my services to my customers. We are a complete one-stop shop. I have developers working all over the United States and in India that I outsource with. They can click right here and they can see my rates. It'll open up in a PDF. They can download it and print it, so they know up front what my rates are going to be. A 5-page site, $1,500. Integrated plan, if they want an integrated plan including all services, we have Plan A, Plan B, Plan C, Plan D. It can go for as little as $1,000 a month to $3,000 a month. Geo-targeted search engine optimization, if they want me to do on-page and off-page optimization. We can do $500 to $1,000 a month just on geo-targeting. Get over here to competitive SEO. You see the prices are climbing, okay? You get down to video marketing. They want me to put together a video optimized website for them. I can do their YouTube videos. I can get professional actors. I can have professional actors come in, do the YouTube. I can load the YouTube up, set it to more than one channel. I can set it to a private channel where only they can use it. Where it's not public, I can set it to private. I can give them the key. I can plug it into their site for them. Okay, I can, I do everything. Yes, that is in the Institute. Now, down here, let's go down to, I even provide unified communications services. I plug in the unified communications messaging, recording, and detailed reporting. I handle the accounting over through iTeleCenter. A Premier package costs them basically about $200 a month. They get 5,000 minutes. unlimited extensions. You know, if they go over that, I pay the differential and I bill them for it. Okay, I bill them the difference. If they don't pay it, I have control. I will tell you right now, my customers love me, but they know my management style is dictatorial. I make Genghis Khan look like a kindergartner. Okay, I will unplug your site fast if you don't pay your bill. I had Fina Total over in France whimpering like a baby, okay, because they didn't pay their bill, and I unplugged them, turned them off, and they were losing millions of dollars per day. I said, well, pay your bill and I'll turn you back on. Where can you find a free classified website where I can post? There's a whole list of them over here at this site right here. I've plugged it in up at the top of the chat window. Plug it in again, okay? Now, well, Erica, I don't know if I'm filled with knowledge. Some people tell me I'm filled up with something else. The website, Christopher, that link right there in the chat window of your control panel, that's to this site right here. This will give you a good start, okay? So if you didn't see it at the very beginning of the webinar and the call, there it is again. Anyway, get back down to my multinational. You bet. You're welcome. I do not use white hat, black hat, gray hat, or any hat kind of practices in my SEO. That will get you banned from Google. Okay? Again, faster than a jackrabbit. The complete package, online marketing, comes with a 24-month contract. So I use a lot of tools, and I haven't even shown you half the tools that I use. For a small business, if they want the whole enchilada, it costs them $5,000 a month, and that's a 24-month contract. If they break the contract before the end, they pay the difference. Plan B, $25,000 a month for a small to medium-sized businesses who want multiple references to appear in the search engine results. If they want paid results, yeah, we can get them, okay? But it's going to cost them, okay? This is where I use those other paid networks that I showed you earlier in the call. In the first hour of this call, you get over here to these sites that I showed you earlier, okay? These sites right here, these are high traffic networks. These are paid networks, okay? I've got multinational corporations that are paying $250,000 a month with a 24-month contract. Some of these sites here, they're big networks. They plug in a lot of content into the search engines. They require sometimes $100,000 deposit, okay? Some of them, they are so bloated and they're so full of customers, they're not even taking customers anymore, okay? They can afford to turn me away. There's a few of them in there. They don't even take customers anymore, okay? So all this covert stuff is really not covert. This is not some sort of hairy secret. It's just that the big dogs have not been telling you, okay? Well, tonight, folks, I'm telling you, Vic Strazaus has been telling people on the Big Idea Mastermind and over on the High Traffic Academy. All right, so this, I knew this this webinar is going to probably take about 2 hours to run because I had so much information for you guys that if you want to branch out, add to your skills, start here with your instant rewards, okay? Make your money, get it put into PayPal, save your money, use some of your money to generate a little extra traffic with, some paid ads. You can go with ad post and, you can get a 6-month ad for $9.99 in 4 different categories, a total of $39.96. You can go with big city advertising. You can pay for a whole year for $39.90 and, select, as little as $19.95 for the first site. Okay. So if you wanted to say you're in South Carolina, all right, you can say Pierre, South Carolina, Pierre, Rapid City, Sioux Falls. Oh, that's South Dakota. What am I doing? Yeah, here it is, South Carolina. Charleston, Columbia. So you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 places in South Carolina. If you wanted to target your ads with big city, you could pay $19.95 for the first site and 5 cents for the additional sites. So $19.95 plus 25 cents is $20.20, okay, for a whole year, with this site here. Plus they have an affiliate program if you want to use that. If you choose all of these, as they said, if you did all of these sites, okay, and you selected all of them, it would cost you $39.90 for the whole year. If you want to just do 1 month, $27.90. You could do a 3-month ad for $30.90. Do a 6-month ad for $34.90, or do a whole year. I think the year is probably the best package, because it runs the longest. You send them directly to your site, and it's worth the money. Number 2, keep track of your business expenses. Deduct that because advertising costs, for your business are deductible. Number 3, when you start making $600 or more per year, you're going to have to file a W-9 for your income tax reporting purposes with instant rewards. That is required by the IRS. This is the first thing that I cover with my prospects. I take the scam factor off the table, okay? I don't have time for jokers coming in trying to bust my chops, telling me that this is a scam. This is a business, okay? This is not a scam. If the government thinks that we're legitimate enough that they're going to charge us taxes and we're going to get reported for taxes, then who in the heck are they to tell me that instant rewards is a scam, all right? I take it off the table, all right? It's just like over here at SEO Web Design. Any money that I make here, I either put it into the corporation. If it goes to my pocket, I have to pay taxes on it. The corporation still has to pay taxes. We've got some of the highest corporate taxes in the world, okay? So, any money that I make that comes in through my affiliate sites like Instant Rewards or anything else, money that I make over here, anything that I make in the way of commissions over here, I can guarantee you, I can look in here, go to my profile manager and look at the payment details. If I see payments, I just got signed up yesterday with this. This is how fast I work. I'm going to pay taxes on this. I get paid as soon as the payment's received. over at my site, buddy, I get paid, okay? So, you know, if you're into doing off-site development like that, grab this link right here. I posted it in the chat window. We'll post it again if you want to go over there, bookmark it before I close out. It's free to sign up, and plus you get, you know, an affiliate to boot. So you can promote this to your friends, your programmer friends, and if they do a site, you get paid. All right, so it's kind of a dual purpose site. You can build sites for businesses, and you can, you know, recruit your friends and recommend it to your friends. I don't call it recruiting. I call it recommending tools to targeted people that need the tool. I don't recommend this to everybody. And you know, I don't recommend everybody join up and sign in on this. If you're not a programmer, you know, you might not want that. You know, if you want to sign up for a programming course, they got them online. You can study, you can learn PHP and HTML. Then you can come back and grab something like this and make money with it. If you don't know how to program, not a problem. You know, it's no big deal. Stay with what you got. Don't reinvent the wheel. Get your lead capture pages plugged in. Use that classified ad site directory that I put up. They got a lot of free sites up there. Adland Pro, that's a good site. I've been using Adland Pro. It's kind of kludgy. They haven't really cleaned the site up that much over the years. I put this over on my tripod site. But, you know, you can place a lot of free ads here. I don't think they have upgradable ads. The back page, you can place upgradable ads in back page if you want to post them in multiple cities. You can come in here and say post an ad, post in multiple cities, and pay for it. You know, the thing about you know, Instant Rewards Network, if you're advertising your freebie business over there, then you're going to have to put it in services and then business opportunities, okay? They will not let you post in jobs, okay? You will have to pay. So if you select 4 weeks, 25% discount, and put it into the whole United States, it costs you $1,330. I wouldn't do that, okay? If you want to post it in one state, if I wanted to post it in the whole state of Texas, I could go in here and unclick all of these if I wanted to, or just click on a few, and then I can see where, okay, if I want to post in the whole state of Texas, it cost me $122.01. And trust me, folks, this is well worth it, you know, if you do something like that. All right. So, classified ads, Craigslist, big city advertising, Hoobly US free ads, quick ads has a little $5 featured ad, 439 cities. Classifieds network, this little 24/7 backlinks, that's for forums. If you sign up with them, they give you 1,000 backlink credits. What they do is it's a little different than the pinging operation over here, like in the pinging services. What they do is you go in and create your link, okay, in the text, and then you load it with your you load it with your keywords, okay? And based on those keywords, they go and plug them in programmatically into thousands of forums all over the internet. And I get reports from these people all the time. I run them. I can run these on segmented ads. I can run them Monday through Friday, or I can run them on Saturday, Sunday, and skip the weekdays, or I can run them on weekdays and skip the weekends. So, and I can cap the links. I can cap them down to 1,000 links a day, or I can cap them down to 100 links, 100 forums a day. But they're pretty cheap. I think this takes like a $25 deposit from PayPal. You can add as little as $25 or more, but you get something like, oh gosh, what do they say? 1,000 links for $1. So it's like here it is, 1/100th of a cent per backlink. Okay. So, you get 1,000 backlinks for every $1. So if you went in with a minimum $25, you get 25,000 backlinks to, your ad post or your custom website. If you built a custom website, you could plug it in, and they would only put them into forums that are specific to those keywords. So, if you're running your keywords in freebie and job sites and resumes and looking for work sites and forums, they're not going to plug them into the dog and, cat care sites and forums. So they are keyword specific. So I'm going to open the chat up. We've got a few more minutes, and I'm going to take questions, and I'm going to unmute everybody. I've got some feedback coming in, and I need to. Let's see. Let me. Yeah. Okay. Feedback was coming in from one channel. Okay, I got it down. Do we have any questions? No questions, just dead silence. I can hear somebody typing. I can hear you. I'm recording this, and I do everything live. How do I get the blog into HTML to ping? Well, send me the blog link and let me see what you're talking about. I can hear you laughing, Erica. Okay, don't be bashful. You have to make a link. Is that a question or a statement? Well, just go over and grab the link. Copy it and put it into the chat window here for me so I can see what you're talking about.
I forgot we were on.
Michelle asks, how long did it take to see results when you posted on these paid sites? Usually within 48 to 72 hours, I started seeing lots of results. I was up in Tulsa, Oklahoma just a few weeks ago visiting my brother, and we were sitting there talking about one of the campaigns that I ran back about 3 years ago. I was sitting on his, sitting at the dining room table. My brother and his wife and everybody was going to work, so I was just kind of laying back, just, relaxing, as we say down in Louisiana, like a couple of old lazy licking pothound dogs. I was relaxing and just, posting my ads, and I was putting my campaigns together. I was compiling 167 ClickBank campaigns. Okay. And I was compiling ClickBank campaigns, Forex campaigns, you name it, anything I could make money at. And I had the campaigns up and running, and I had 167 paid campaigns. All right. And no, I did not run them through directcpv.com. I had to stop the campaigns through them because they weren't sending me real traffic. They were sending bot traffic. I wasn't getting real human traffic. So that's when I went over to ClickSoar and these other sites that I showed you earlier. Get back over here on the high traffic websites here. On these paid sites, I was using ClickSoar and Max Bounty. Okay, these two, this one and this one. I use others, but these, like ClickSoar and Max Bounty, are like my two best providers. I use some of these others down here, but it's a little bit more extensive. I use this. I use these covert links down here from my multinationals because they really do cost a lot of money. You know, some of them are like $1,000 on the cheap side for a deposit. So, you know, you can get into spending a lot of money, and that's why I get it up front. Okay, I get the deposit up front, or I get them into a contract for $250,000 a month because I know they're going to be spending $100,000 a month. Well, you would think, okay, Ernest has got $150,000 left over in profit. No, Ernest does not, because he's got to pay all these other people that he's outsourcing. I got people over in the Philippines that do some outsourcing for me. So, no, I don't get to keep all the money. It's paid out of the corporate profits. It does not go into Ernest's pocketbook. It goes into the corporation. But, yeah, you can see results, laser-targeted results, usually within 48 to 72 hours. I've seen results in less than 24 hours because they plug this stuff in, just like I showed you over here at, let's look for free website builders, free WordPress themes. Let's look for free WordPress themes. Okay, I don't see any ads over here on the side, but there's one up here at the top. Okay, WordPress.org/themes. You can get some nice themes from WordPress because they are the people that basically wrote the book on WordPress themes. If you look at some of the other free themes, let's see, history, free WordPress, no, bookmarks, recent tags, bookmarks, show all bookmarks. Let me go over here and take a look at this. Most bookmarked. Well, let's see. Here's a good one. I'm going to put, oh, it's been removed by the user. Ah. Wah. Okay. Well, crap. How to post on Craigslist. Posting on Craigslist with YouTube. There. Okay. Well, I'll get to your question in a minute, Erica. But getting back to using some of these covert sites, you can, you know, if you've got the bucks, when you start making the bucks and you put them out there, yeah, you can make some money. When I was up in Tulsa, at the end of 30 days, I made a little over $500,000 off of 167 campaigns. You know, it's peanuts. Vic Strazaus, I think he made $710,000 in 28 days using these sites. Okay, because you're going to get laser targeted, and Vic shows people, you know, in his membership site as well as I do. I show people how to target those keywords, how to plug them in, and I just don't do it here because, you know, our webinars over at the Guerrilla Internet Marketing Institute, they can run 2 and 3 hours, and I've been running for about almost 2 hours now. So, you know, this is extensive learning. It's not light stuff, and you do have to learn some programming skills. There's places out there where you can learn how to program on YouTube. You can go to YouTube. How to program in, they got C++, Java, Basic, Excel, how to program in HTML. They've got PHP sites. You can find just about anything you want, okay? And they got part 1, the basics. There's a bunch in there. You can learn from all of these, okay? How to program, here's part 12, part 4, part 3, part 13, using forms, creating forms. There's so much there. The kid that runs this site right here taught himself how to program, okay? My site buddy, the guy, Robert Holland, he owns this site. He programmed it. It's like this guy, he taught himself how to program. We sat on the phone yesterday and talked for about an hour. Back when I was programming 30 years ago, I was programming in Fox Pro. And I was programming, you know, back when it was Fox-based. It was a Mac product before Microsoft bought the Fox Pro programming engine. I used to make a lot of money as a programmer, but you know what? After a while, you get kind of burnt out. But he's got this set up where you can design a beautiful site in just a few minutes with no coding. You can basically just plug and play and drop your content in there, your photo galleries, contact forms, rearrange your content by dragging and dropping, easy publishing. He put together the Pentagram site. Okay, this is one of his sites that he put together using his own system. Excuse me. He's real big into his pets, you know, his dogs and his cats. The graphics are a little slow to load on my end because I'm running a lot of bandwidth right now on a slow machine. But it's a cute site. You know, it's like Instagram for pets. He's penetrating a niche market, okay? Now think about this, folks. Guys, I want you to think about this, all right? You spend a lot of time on Facebook posting photos and, and pics. I got pictures of my old dog. You know, I held him in my arms, you know, when he passed away about 4 years ago. And I got pictures of him, you know. I missed the little guy. And you've got a market out there where people would, you know, post their pictures up on their Facebook page, Instagram, Flickr, Photo Bucket, Petagram. Well, let's say you had some pictures that you wanted to hot link into your Craigslist ad. Well, you can't use Photo Bucket because Photo Bucket is another one of those sites that's been flagged by Craigslist. I don't know if they've flagged Instagram, but you know, you might be able to get away with grabbing the code for your picture over at Facebook or Petagram. Anyway, Robert, he created this site with the My Site Buddy. Okay, so let me get back over to My Site Buddy. He used this. He wrote the whole back engine on this right here and then used it to create one of his own sites and then put it up. And he's got it set up where you can basically, this is, you know, Facebook for your pets. You can sign in with Facebook. It's mobile compliant. Sign in with Twitter. You can download it on the App Store. Kid's creative. He's smart. You know, he's a genius. Log in with, he wrote a Facebook API, application programming interface, you know, for it. So you can either create an account, sign up, create an account, or log in with your Facebook account, and then, you know, link it to your Facebook account if you want to, and post your pet's pictures. You know, people are, you know, they do, like he says, you know, Petagram believes that pets are family, and like any family member, they can do crazy and funny things. So, you know, they make it easy for you, you know, you to capture those moments and edit them and put them up. I don't know if they've got video up there on Petagram, but I know you can post pictures up there. Erica, I don't quite understand your question. You've been copying the blog into an email. How do I make the link? And then you said, is it possible to make more on Craigslist just doing a $25 ad? Yes and no, but you know, I've seen it bandied about. I've paid for, you know, ads on Craigslist in premium sites, and I've had them flagged. So putting a paid ad on Craigslist is not necessarily a guarantee that it won't get flagged. If you put a paid ad, an extended ad up on, you know, one of these upgradable sites like AdPost or Quick Ad or one of these others, they won't take them down. But there's no guarantee that, you know, if you put up a paid ad on Craigslist, that it'll stick. You know, they can still come in there and flag it. Okay, so if I go over here to customer service and I look, where's one of my ads? I'm surprised that this didn't get flagged because it says work at home. It's not my ad. Here's one. Looking for a job breakthrough. Okay. Somebody could be, and I hit that best of, reload, and hit best of, and I get friends to do that for me. That gives it more positive points than negative points. But it doesn't mean that can't get flagged, so somebody could come in here and hit that and flag it as spam or prohibited or miscategorized, and then of course it would get flagged down. Well, a lot of times they don't go back and look and see that, this might actually qualify for that category. I've got it in customer service, but they don't look because, once it's flagged too many times, it will get taken down. And like I said, it's sometimes by your competitors. There's a way to get around that. Okay, Craigslist ad tracker.com. No, that's not it. Craig's. There's a tool out there called Craigslist ad tracker. CraigslistAdTracker.com. There. Craigslist ad tracker. If somebody's flagging you, you can use this. I think it runs about $19 a month, $19.95 a month, or something like that. You can track your ad opens and click-through rates. You can track and see what works best and what doesn't. You can also sniff out your flaggers. All right, you can use them on Backpage and other ad networks, but you can reduce flagging. You can monitor your flaggers by IP address. It will show their IP, and then you can block your ad from that IP with this, and you can use IP address tracking to see individual visitors' IP addresses and see where your visitors are coming from. So, this is something that you could use if you're getting flagged on Craigslist. Yeah, you could use it. I'll send you the link there. If you put up a paid ad on Craigslist, like I said, some people say, and I've seen them say this on the Facebook groups, oh, it won't get ghosted and it won't get flagged. That's not necessarily true. If you don't word your ad right on Craigslist, their system will flag you, okay? And I've had them flagged. I mean, it was a learning process for me. Can you go back into their forums and contest it and maybe get your money back? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Most of the times, if you go into the Craigslist forums, and looking for help, it's like wading into a shallow pond full of alligators with dead chickens tied around your waist. Okay, some of these people can, I'm telling you, man, they can be vicious. They can eat you. All right, so be forewarned. If you want to go wading around into those forums looking for help, where is my post? Why was my posting deleted? What are flags and flagging? Well, they've got a lot of, postings there. And if you go in there looking for help, you can use their contact us. You want to contact them and say, send them the link to your ad, and say, hey, I paid for this ad. And it got flagged. I either want my ad back up there for 30 days or I want my frickin' money back. Okay? So, yeah, it all depends on the mood that they're in, because they do have some volunteers and some paid people working that. Most of them have attitudes. I'll tell you right now, I don't have a whole lot of nice things to say about them. Okay? If you haven't already gathered that. I just don't go in there looking for help anymore. Erica, on your other questions, we're going to have to answer these some other time because I'm going to have to go into detail with you. And they're not on topic necessarily with what we. I know I've covered a lot, but I think I need to spend a little bit more time with you on this. I can't get it to connect to the contact us, but you can contact Craigslist, okay, and contest your ad being flagged or taken down. They might work with you and they might not. I swore off of Craigslist for 8 years, okay, and I did very damn well without them. If I started running into a rash of, flags, you can look at my account here. I'll show you real quick. And I don't mind putting this out on YouTube. Here's a couple I need to renew, okay? Let's go back and let's renew this one and go back, okay? And look at our index, okay? And here's all my ads. I got a bunch of green ones. I post like one a day. They're not all, freebie ads. Some of them are for my business, and some of them are for instant rewards. Some of them are for other services. Here you can see one that if they're blue deleted, that means I took it down, okay? If it's a red deleted, that's one that got flagged. And look at this. Why did it get flagged? Because I used the instantrewardsnetwork.com domain in the link, so it automatically got flagged. I should have known better. Customer service sales reps. I come back here and look at some of these here. Okay, customer service sales reps got the same title, same category, but it's not flagged because I'm not using a link in it. Could I put a link in there? Yeah. I could probably put my TLD over at Customer Service Jobs in Texas to redirect, and it probably wouldn't get flagged. But if you go into a premium site, let's look at San Francisco. We'll put everybody on mute and stop the background noise since nobody is wanting to talk. Let's look at San Fran, Santa Barbara, Santa Fe. I know they got San Francisco in here somewhere. San Diego, I think, is a premium. So let's go to San Diego. No, San Diego's free. Let's go back and there we go. I think, who was it, Charles? You were posting in Los Angeles, Los Angeles, job offered. Yeah. Anytime you see these square boxes, that's a premium site. $25 per category, okay? So if I went back to my list, go back up here and say new posting, San Diego, go, job offered. Yeah, it's a premium, $25 per category. So, you know, like I said, if you post something in a premium city, premium ad, $25, it's not necessarily a guarantee that it's going to stick if you don't word it right. Okay. So with that, I think what I'm going to do is call this. We've been going over a little over 2 hours now. I hope I've provided a lot of content to everybody. Let's see. I gotta put one of these on. Yeah, I'm getting some speaker feedback. Okay, got it. But I hope this has been helpful for everybody on this call to give you some extra information, mainly for your instant rewards business. Okay. Get into the back office of instant rewards. Don't reinvent the wheel. Use the classified ad sites as a starting point. Can you make a lot of money with these paid sites? Yeah. You can start with a little paid upgradable ads. You can do some upgraded ads. You can run ad post upgraded for 6 months. You can use quick ads. You can use some of these others. They how do you handle a referral who's signed up under you but doesn't have my referral ID attached with my link? If they don't have your instant rewards offer site, then you have to send it to them. Once they sign up in your back office, you've got them in your lead group. Okay, you don't have to worry about that. If you go over here to your personal info, well, you can't change your leads. What you got to do is basically log out, log back in, stop this video, go to status check, okay, and then you can select your step 1 and step 2 site, okay. If she's over in your IMN, you'll have to go over to the IMN Facebook site and get some support there. It's not much different. I've got an Instant Money Network account. Instant Money Network. I use this one here. It's got my number up here. Stop the video. Scroll down to the bottom. Open your control panel. Log in. They use the same LCPS system. These are 3 test leads, okay? I haven't been promoting this, but I do use it, and I'm getting ready to have somebody do the posting and promoting for me, and I'm going to split the cost. Let's go into my personal info real quick, okay? Here's where you would plug in your referral links, okay? So where would you get that? Let's go over to instantrewards.net, all right? And you would log into each one. If you're not registered, on one of these IDs, let's say on the PayPal 60 or the Easy or the Games, then if you're already logged in and registered, let's say on the starter, then come over here to network and register on the Easy. Just click on the Easy, it'll go over there. If you're not registered, then sign up. It should extend you under the person that you originally signed up under. If they're no longer doing the business, then sign up under the house account. Do your offers and get qualified, get greened. Let's see. If I go back over here, I'm registered on each one of these. Okay, there's only 15 networks in Instant Rewards. Now, what I did, I'll show you real quick. Close this. Open up a file. Go into my back last year. U.S. Home Workforce was marketing the Instant Rewards, so I had all my Instant Rewards folders in my U.S. Home Workforce folder. Okay. And what I need is my referral links, okay, and here I'll open up, and I've got everything in order right here, okay. So go in and log into, close this out, log into each one of your sites, register, log in. Let's say I want to grab my PayPal, okay, and I log in. Let's see. And right here, grab my number, okay. I just grab the whole link, copy the whole link location, come back over here, and you see I've already got it here, 113033. Now, when I come back over to the Instant Money Network, so that's Instant Rewards. Let's see, we're over in Instant Money Network. Here's my PayPal ID, 113033. All I would do is come in and take just the numbers. Some sites have only 4 numbers, depending on the number of members that they have active. They might get up to 5. Now we're up to like 113,000 plus. So I would just grab all 6 of those numbers, come in here, and plug it in. Same thing with the 60, okay? I go over to the site, log in, register, extend, then I would come over after I copied that link, and I would make a link for it and format it where I can read it, Instant Reward 60, and I put my payout up here in this column, and then I put the link. So if my referrals need my links, then I can just send them the links that they want, okay, so they can sign up under me, or I can just grab all of them and send it, copy, send it to them in an email. Sometimes I just send them this whole site, because this is basically information that I scraped off of their site, which tells them how to get completed. And I put these in videos, I put these in my email messages, I put them in my autoresponder messages. But because Instant Money Network and Instant Rewards Network both tie in to the Instant Rewards Offers Network, you got to remember which site that you're working in. All right.
Right.
So if you go in and you're in Instant Money Network and you want to change your lead capture pages, you only have 3 to work with. Okay. This, by the way, it looks like a contact us form, but it's really a lead capture form. You can put information in there, and it'll show up in your lead group. It'll take them over to the orientation, okay. If you choose this, I like this little page right here. I'll run this page sometimes. Seeking for online work. Very short and to the point, okay. Complete account upgrades and receive up to $160. It's a little misleading because they don't receive the $160 when they do the offers and the upgrades. You, as the sponsor, receive the money once they get complete, and then they have people signing up under them. Then they can get up to $160, okay? Because what this does, if we go back to my personal info, we see that the starter pays $20, the PayPal pays $40, the 60 pays an extra 10, so it's 70, plus 40 is 110, plus 20 is 130. The easy pays 20, there's 150. The games ID, okay, let's see where the games pays 40, so actually, you're closer to making almost $200 if they did all of these offers. If you're already plugged in to the starter in the 60, it will go out and synchronize the numbers for you, okay? If you're not registered in the site, then just go over and register on that site and plug your numbers in, okay? So that's basically all I can tell you on the Instant Money Network. I've got an outsourcer over in the Philippines that wants to make some money, so I told him, I said, well, I designed an ad for them. They can post the ad on certain Facebook groups and whatever she can, I can help them close. I'll do the legwork and the follow-up and the closing from here. But because my outsourcer is in the Philippines, they can't participate in the offers. But I can have her post ads, but they're only on a production-based, performance-based pay scale. I don't pay them by the hour. I pay them on production, whatever is produced out of these ads. She hasn't started posting yet because I think she's wondering, if she wants to do it or not. So, I say, hey, that's how I play the game. I don't pay for somebody sitting on their butt, not doing anything, and then billing me for 8 hours when they haven't done anything. Because, I can tell if somebody's, bringing leads in. I can come in here and I can look at my stats, and I can see if I got a bunch of zeros, on my stats, nobody's visiting, no opt-ins, I can tell you right now, they're not working. Okay, so I don't pay, even over at the company in the office down in Lubbock. I don't people, I just don't pay people to sit around and do their nails. Okay, so having said that, I'm going to close this out and.
The closing, is it? Hi, Ernest. Jabba here.
Yes, Jabba.
Okay, so just we're looking for. Is this completely MLM type, or do you have any offers to promote for the people who are not in the network right now? Or is there what is the basic membership to join Instant Rewards?
Well, only U.S., U.K., and Canadian residents can promote this and sign up.
Okay.
I could have somebody, you know, post the ads for me, but there's no way I can track more than one person at a time. Okay. I would have to set up a really complicated system to track, you know, ad posters. But, you know, like I said, I could give, let's say, for instance, I was outsourcing to you. I could give you the ad copy with my link in it, and I would know that everything coming in would be from you because nobody else is posting the ad for me. That's why I only have 3 test leads. Those test leads are mine. So, you know, if my outsourcer over in the Philippines doesn't want to do this, I might find somebody else to do it for me. But I would pay them on production only. I would split, you know, 50%. So if somebody came in and they did, you know, the $20 offer, I'd give them 10. You know, split it. If they come in and do 160, I'd give them 80. If they come in and do 80, I'd give them 40. If they come in, you know, if the people sign up, they do $180, then I send you $90. Or if they do $200, I send them, you know, $100. If you take somebody and they come in and they do all of these offers here, you can, if you take all these numbers right here in the payout plus the bonuses, it adds up to about $720. The problem with trying to do a lot of offers is when you get over on the bigger payout sites like the 100 and the 120. Let's go over there. And you look at the offers. Let this thing load. A little slow. The values are not very high. You can't do just one offer and go green. You got to get a full 1.0 credit, and this is what a lot of people don't understand. They do one offer and then they bail, thinking that they're qualified. No, they're not. You got to get a full credit. So you'd have to do a 0.2, and then you still got a 0.8 to go. Let's say you did a 0.2 and a 0.3. Okay, now you're halfway there. So you got to find another 0.5 total. So you'd have to find some other offers in there to add up a full 1.0 credit to get qualified, and then you would get paid, okay? Because none of these companies in the bigger offers are going to pay out $120 for just one referral. So what they do is they split out the values amongst several of these offer companies, and then they pay depending on, you know, what they've agreed to. These companies like Link.com and Platinum Plus and these payday loans and, you know, some of these big fish games, sports club, cooking pleasures, they're paying out big bucks to get customers, okay? They offer free shipping, sometimes $8.95 shipping, $3 shipping on a free knife, a free skillet, ceramic skillet, Santuco knife. This is the featured ad for $3. You know, they pay for us to promote this, and they pay big money, you know, over the networks, because these are being promoted in all of the networks. You see the same companies. You'll see the same companies in all of these networks here. You'll see them over at Paradise Freebies, Treasure Chest Loot, My Cash Freebies, Z&Z, all the other CPA offer sites that are out there, they're all being, represented with these companies. So it's kind of hard, because once you do an offer with this company and you try to do another offer through that same company, they'll tell you, hey, you're already, a member here, or you've already done an offer with us. You can't do it again. So it's kind of hard to do all 15 networks and get green in all 15 networks. Plus, not all of these sites will accept debit cards. Some of these sites will only take credit cards. None of them will take prepaid, okay? Some of these sites, like creditreport.com, some of these credit report providers have quit taking debit cards because there was too many disputes, because people weren't managing their money and they weren't managing their accounts. So they just quit doing credit cards. They just say, no, we're not credit cards, but debit cards. They're just going to, stick with credit cards. Eventually, you might see a lot of these companies going that way with just credit cards only. I think it would hurt their business, because it's hard to convince somebody or sell them on the idea of signing up with a credit card.
Yeah, maybe I can promote some of those if you want me to. Yeah. Maybe through the
we'll talk about that, because I think you've got enough on your hands right now with what you're doing. All the CPA offer sites that you're running, and your your website development, and what else you're doing, binary options, and your Forex.
Yeah, I've almost stopped that right now.
Yeah, the
VIPaffiliates.com.
Right. These little freebie offers, I'd love to get it automated as much as possible, but if I had somebody that was sending me 100 or 200 leads a day, or even 100 a month, I would be doing all the close. I think I'm being very generous to offer 50%. When, I could probably get away with offering 30%, since I'm doing, the legwork on the closing. Working as a closer, I could, possibly work on a 60-40, but I'm not going to do less than 50-50. I'm definitely not going to, give all the commissions over to the ad poster. And I made that clear with my outsourcer over in the Philippines. All they got to do is cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste.
Right.
They can take the ad, go over and log into their Facebook account. I'm just going to log in under one of my alternate accounts. Open. Let's see. I've got here. Now, I've got this tagged with like an affiliate link on the end of it. I can track this, but it still goes to, my site. So if I copied that with an affiliate link on the end of my affiliate link, it's still going to go to Instant Money Network, and it's still going to go to my site. Okay. So, basically what I can do is just, give this ad copy and tell them, run this ad. That's all I got to do is, do about 30 Facebook groups a day. So if I've got her, you wouldn't want to post this in the Forex, okay? But let's say we had, some other groups in here, work at home moms, okay? They could do work at home moms and paste that ad in there, and I could actually come in here and take that out because it's already linked in. All right. So if they click on that link, looking for an easy way to supplement your income, they could just, click on that link right there, and it would take them over to my Instant Money Network. And if they come in and complete their offer, from the U.S., U.K., or whatever, I might want to come in here and add some more messages to the autoresponder, because they only have like 4 messages. Now you can add more messages to this Instant Money Network autoresponder. So I can come in here and say, add a message on day 5 and put another follow-up message, and I'll eventually get around to doing that. I've just got to work on it, for right now. Right now I've got edit all response. There's an instant message that's sent out as soon as they follow up. That's a confirmation. And then day 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I could add more. I could say day 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and just keep dripping on them. But this right here, I'm not going to sit here and post ads for Camille. All right. I'm going to let her do it. She knows how to post it. Basically, all she's got to do is just go in there, click on that group directory. I just posted there. Here's Work at Home. It's one I used a little over a month ago. I could post that link in there, kind of help her get started. I can leave the link in there and then just go ahead and click it. There's no graphics that it's going to pick up. So, they could click on this link or click on this link and go over to the Instant Money Network. If she was to do 30 groups a day, one at a time, she won't get flagged. I will tell you, and I think I've showed you guys this before, if you open up a group directory and start doing like open link and new tab, come back, open link and new tab, come back, and then start, if you got like 5, 10, or 20 of these tabs open, and you start doing paste, bang, they'll shut you down. It got me shut down quick because I was trying to work fast. And another thing, these auto posters like Hootsuite and these others,
that's not.
You post too many, they'll shut you down. They'll jerk your account, and you can't get logged back in. And it's hard. I've got an account right now that I messed up on. I've got 3 accounts over here. Sagebrush Gardens. I can't get logged in. Okay. It says I entered an old password. Yeah. If I try to request a new password, it takes me through the qualification process, and I have to use my Google account or email me a link to reset my pass. I'm telling you, I may have lost this account. Okay. I know you're only supposed to have only one account by Facebook rules, but I know people that's got more than one account. Okay, the billion plus population that Facebook has, I would say about half of them are duplicate accounts. All right, so
Whoa.
I'm just going to cancel that right now and just go back to my.
A lot of marketers have to around 5 to 6 accounts, maybe up to 10.
Yeah, a lot of marketers that are using Facebook are doing it through alternate logins.
Exactly.
You know, I could let somebody use an alternate login to post, and I could see, you know, their activity. I could track it that way. But when it comes to posting on Facebook in the Facebook groups, you don't want to go too fast. Okay, it's like right here. I've got these groups set in my favorites, but if I click on this link right here, I am subscribed to a little over 1,600 groups. I thought there was a limit of 300, but evidently when they put that new search graph search up, something changed. You can now subscribe to more than 300 groups. I did a count the other day, and I had a little over 1,600 groups that I was.
Is that true? Oh.
Yeah. If you
They've
look,
changed now. Okay.
yeah. So.
Yeah, I'm into around 260 groups now. I thought.
If you do a search, and I've showed people this before, bear with me, folks. I know we're going in towards 3 hours now, but this is all content you can use, okay? We still have 8 people on the call with us. Let's say you look for groups named unemployed, okay? And click on that first graph drop. It will pull up a listing of groups that contain the word unemployed. Now you see I've joined some, and I've sent requests to others, and some have added me, okay? And this, of course, is my main account. So this is my primary account, my personal account. You can just kind of go down, and there's more than 1,000 groups with the term unemployed. All right, so I can see where I've already sent requests to some. Here's one, unemployed and looking. It's got 1,255 members. Click join. Okay, here's an open group. And even if they're low volume, low membership, it really doesn't matter. You never know. You might reach somebody in there, okay? Unemployed fishing club, unemployed in Tehachapi. Let's say, you know, here's one, unemployed people, 78. Unemployed faith community, there's 58 members there. If there's not a 300 group limit, then, you know, you might as well join some of the members that have low memberships. I wouldn't join one with only 1 or 2 members in it, okay? Now, let's go back, and let's say I'm going to put an ad, all right? Let me grab this and just go back here and copy this without that tag, all right? And let's go to groups, I'll show you guys real quick. Go to your groups directory. If you have 5 groups that you're subscribed to or more, you'll have a group directory link, okay, that you can click on, and it'll take you to the directory of groups that you belong to. Now, you want to go in reverse order. So go Control on your keyboard, Control key, and then the End key up there by your numeric keypad. Control End. Go down to the last one, oldest one, okay? Here I've got some sites that I wouldn't post that in Web Designer. I wouldn't post that in the Guns and Ammo Firearm Exchange or the Computers Web Design and Development. But I would look up here and maybe do a Control F and type in unemployed. Okay. I used that on Wednesday. Unemployed Graduates Association. Okay. So I'm going to go down here and I'll click Next. You do a Control F when you're in a browser. It'll come up with a little search bar down here at the bottom. Click Next. Let's go in reverse order. Okay. Now I'm at the bottom. All right. Now I'm at the bottom of my list. Here's Unemployed Graduates, South Africa. Well, this is a U.S.-based ad. Okay, so I don't want to post that in South Africa, right? I could post another ad. Let's say, let me go over and find, I've got another, I think it's over here on M Drive, Job Breakthrough. Okay, let's open up Job Breakthrough ad. All right. And I would say something like, thank you for adding me to your group because, you know, I'm new. They just added me. So let's go ahead and grab this. I've already got this put together. Okay, and I'm just going to use that link right there. Click the link, and you'll always know that you've just recently been added because it'll have this note up here. You've joined Unemployed Graduates, South Africa. Click OK. Come up here, post, paste, and it's going to catch the first graphic off of that web page. All right. And I'm going to click post. And if they haven't pinned anything to the top, it'll show up on top. It'll get pushed down in the feed. If they've pinned an ad to the top, then it'll come in second underneath. Now, this particular offer here, all right, is one that I can run to the international market. It's a little $17 product, okay. What they do is they can subscribe to a newsletter. It takes them out for 90 days, 3 months. It takes them through a newsletter series, how to, how to interview, how to search for jobs, how to use social media, how to use LinkedIn, how to use Branch Out, how to use classified ads and Craigslist looking for jobs, how to write a resume. It comes with videos. It comes with PDF forms. And I use it as a back sell because once they fill in the information here, all right, let's say I go test proof, and let's submit that. Okay, it'll go into my lead capture form. It takes them to an upsell site. okay, introducing job breakthrough, and it gives them the opportunity to make a little purchase of $17. They'll still get on the newsletter, and then of course the newsletter follows up. It offers them the opportunity to come back here and purchase this product, which they can pay for through PayPal, or they can use their credit card if they don't have a PayPal account. And I make $17, minus the business transaction charges. Okay, so this is something that you can offer, to the international market. You can find ClickBank products to do this. Okay, but it's a U.S. home workforce product. Okay, and this is why you see the U.S. home workforce. So, I wouldn't. Post this on anything related to instant rewards. So I can come back and just grab this whole ad, and I've already posted it there. Come down and hit my more link and go to the group directory. And now that I've already posted that on the South Africa group, a fresher in Europe or India or Africa outside of the U.S. is usually considered an entry-level position. So if they call somebody a fresher, that's an entry-level position. Okay, so let's go back down to the bottom. Now, here's one, unemployed in Tehachapi. Let me click there. And I'll say OK. And I don't know where Tehachapi is. I think Tehachapi or Tehachapi might be.
I'm on this webinar.
All right.
Going over.
Yeah, we went way over tonight. We're going on 3 hours now. So there it is. You've got a little bit of
what's that?
Everything. You've gotten previous content from other webinars. So if you guys have time to sit down and watch this over and over, we're going to have us a 3-hour webinar tonight. We just ran a marathon. I'm glad the rest of you stuck with me, because I had just, a lot of content that I wanted to give you guys, and I hope you can use it. You can go back over it and over. You can rewind it. You can fast forward on the video when it gets reloaded. I'll upload this to YouTube. I covered a lot of material that I had done last week that bombed out on me, so I wanted to make sure you guys got this content. But if that's it, I'm going to close it for the night and say good night, because we have gone for 3 hours. I was only expecting to go maybe 2 hours tonight. So I'm glad you stuck with me. We had 18, we lost 10. We still got 8 people on the call. So you guys look to see you.
Okay.
Let's see, Wednesday, right? On the next webinar.
Yeah.
Try to keep it down to. I usually try to keep it down to an hour. Sometimes we run over to hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. But tonight I had a lot of extra content, and I try to give as much as I can. I try to give you guys as much as I can if I feel like it can help you make some money. This is where I do it. I don't necessarily do it over the phone during the day, because I'm busy with my own work and it takes me away from my own work. So I'd rather spend the time here. If I'm going to spend 2 or 3 hours with you, I'd rather do it here, and we can, ask our questions here and talk. But during the day, I'm really super busy. So you guys, thank you very much for showing up.
Thank you.
All right. And y'all have a good night.
You too.
Right, Ernest.
You bet.
Thank
You're very welcome. I will upload this, Keith. You got in late. It'll be 3 hours. As soon as this gets rendered, I'll upload it. Okay. So don't worry about it, Keith. I'll post it on the groups. Subscribe to the channel, and every time I do an upload, you'll also get an email notification when I do a new upload. Okay. I appreciate it, Keith. That's great. Use these videos to train your groups, train your people, put them in your autoresponder messages. That's great. I use the same webinar tool. I use GoToMeeting. I use GoToWebinar on some other platforms, and I use GoToTraining on my multinational corporation training sites. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you much, and we'll talk to you Wednesday, and I'll see you in the groups. Good night.
Right.
Right.